how are you able to build such a comfortable life in USA being an immigrant?
Yeah, so this starts from my childhood, right? The way that we were taught from when we were growing up. Uh, there's no shortcut to anything, right? You have to work to get something, and also work very sincerely and work as hard as you can. So that's the key factor. That when I went to school, I did as best as I could, and even now, my philosophy is that if I want to do something, as you already mentioned, that I want to get it, then I will get it, by hook or crook. I work day and night if I want something. So hard work, your passion, driven, you know, if you have a passion, then that'll drive the work. And as you work more and more, you definitely get successful. You will be successful in whatever you do. It's a time, and you have to have definitely a patience
Mhm.
for anything to achieve. Nothing happens overnight. Everything is through your hard work and passion, dedication, and be thankful to everybody around you, your family, friends who supports you, um, and always feel gratitude to what you have and what you have done. Um, so those are the key factors for the successful doing anything successful work.
Yeah, definitely. It is on the sale, like it's so easy to see people's success, right? But it is, you don't know what is behind that, like
Mhm.
the day and night of the work, repetition, right? You gotta keep on doing the same thing again and again and again. Maybe you can relate that with being an athlete, right? Or being successful on particular craft.
Definitely, definitely, yeah. Uh, so success has different dimensions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So are we talking about the material success, or are you talking about the family success? Are you talking about the spiritual? There are multiple dimensions. So first of all, in our physical life, right? If you want to be successful, for example, any sports or studies, repetition, repetition, repetition. Uh, I read a book about Andre Agassi, who is the American tennis player. I don't know if you have
Yeah,
heard his name or
yeah.
not. In early 90s,
Mm-hmm.
he used to be one of the superstar. So I read about his autobiography called The Open.
Mm.
That's the book name, and it was a very interesting read. And when I read that, I, I could I could relate to my story with his, because uh, when he was learning tennis, he was not interested in tennis to be that's what he mentioned, but his father was so they were also immigrant, by the way, and his father was so passionate that he had to make his son a successful tennis player. So whether he liked it or not, I think he used to hit, if I'm not mistaken, about 1,000 balls every day. Without hitting the balls, he cannot have any breakfast or anything, right? Every day, whether he likes it or not, he has to practice every day consistently for so many years before he became, successful professional athlete.
Mm-hmm.
So repetition, repetition, repetition. That's the only thing that you can do to achieve anything that you want to at the highest level. Even the mountaineering, taking anything. So I forgot about the music. I'm very passionate about music as well. Even the music. Uh, no, I didn't get chance to take any professional, lessons, but on my own, keep practicing, 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 practicing until you get it, and eventually you'll get it. It's very simple.
Yeah, the simple thing is the hard, or you can, you only see until you practice, nothing gets simpler, right? The more and more you do your art, the simpler it gets, and it gets easier and easier. All right, let's change the topic a little bit. Let's move to your professional career. I know that you are a successful IT professional working currently at Microsoft,
Mhm.
right? So, would you like to tell a little bit of how did you get into Microsoft job, and like how did your journey begin over there?
Yeah, I would like to go back to my initial IT career, so that it becomes a little clearer what my path was. So initially, I wanted to join a telecom business or join a telecom company,
Mhm.
uh, but the opportunities in Nepal was very tight then. So actually, I landed in IT, I would say by accident, right? So my first job was in IT business,
Mhm.
starting with basic, system admin, network admin kind of work back in Nepal. I did that for about 4.5 years. Then, as I mentioned earlier, that I came to school here. Then after that, found a job again in IT, in system and network admin in a small company called ABC Virtual Communication,
Mm.
which is in Des Moines. Again, founded by two immigrants, one from India and one from Vietnam. They founded
Wow.
that consulting company.
Mhm.
So I had a lot of exposure there on different IT systems, including different flavors of Unix system, different flavors of Windows, networking systems, and all that. So I had a good exposure working in house and also consulting.
Mm.
Then after that, I moved to Michigan to do some additional IT infrastructure work, primarily in the web infrastructure, where you host web servers, application servers, database servers, and all that. So I supported that for like 3 4 years. Then again, came back to Des Moines to work at. You may have heard a company called Nationwide
Mhm.
Insurance.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
I came as a consultant there
Mhm.
and worked for a little over 12 years in different capacities. And I got more exposure to the IT systems there, especially in the IBM systems called WebSphere Application Server.
Mhm.
So finally, then I decided to change a little bit in my career. I wanted to change path a little bit. I wanted to go to the management. So I was looking for a job and landed here in San Antonio. I actually had two job offers, one from a very popular company here called USAA and a Microsoft. I had two offers in hand, and I chose Microsoft for obvious
For the
reason,
obvious.
uh, and got a position of IT operations management, where or IT operations manager for where I had to manage the entire IT infrastructure in the data center
Mm.
of Microsoft, one of the many data centers, and we have a huge presence here in San Antonio. And getting into Microsoft was a big challenge. Um, Again, networking helps, right?
Mhm.
If you have a good community or good network, professional network, then that helps. So one of my friends suggested I applied, and I remember I think I gave about 8 interviews to get into, one by one. You have to pass, and after 8 interviews, finally you get the job offer. Right?
Wow.
So it was a big undertaking, but I was very fortunate that I was able to get that job and moved here. So for those who are looking for a career, uh, people often I hear that I even didn't get a interview, or people say that I got an interview but I was not selected, and
Mhm.
I ask them how many times you interviewed. Or twice. Yeah, I mean I laugh at it, right? So anything bigger that you want to get to, uh, it'll take time, and similarly, getting to Microsoft was not easy. But finally, I got that opportunity and I grabbed it. I came here with my family, and at the same time, my daughter also got admitted to UT Austin.
Mm.
So it was win-win for all of us, and we moved here in 2017.
Mhm.
And since then, I've been working at Microsoft, and currently I do network planning for the Azure, which you may have heard of,
Mhm.
all the AI
Yeah.
systems that are being developed. We are not able to build systems faster, so we're leasing lots of data centers. And we need to plan ahead, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year plan ahead, and we have to make a plan so that we can be successful and we can meet the market demand at the same time, compete with other cloud providers.